Hello, people. Welcome to another episode of Clygro Podcast. Yes, I'm back. I wasn't expecting to be able to record this today, but I am here today on the 26th of January, Friday. It feels very weird. I like how I don't know if this will be a permanent day for the podcast moving forward, but what I do know is this is another episode. So let's get to work on the long recap. It's not that long. Go away. I was just searching to see if the episode number had been updated. No, it hadn't. No, it hasn't. Oh my god, when was the last one? Here, okay. Preparing for my new bed, fixing my setup. Part 7, I basically tidy up stuff. After that, the first versions of the iOS App Store YouTube working. This is a showcase of the tube repair tweak. It's really cool. After that, my next two things, where I talk about my next two things. I think it was my bed that's visible here. And my Wiley Fox Swift here. Those are probably some content. After that, I've set up a thing. It's a HTTP to HTTPS proxy. For when you have devices with SSL issues and stuff. After that, the unjailbreakable iPad 2 is jailbroken. I've jailbroken my iPad 2. That's on iOS 5.1 that I made video about back before there was even a jailbreak for it, almost a year ago, and I did it alongside my iPhone 6s on iOS 9. After that, my Linux phone has been ordered, and my new laptop from 2008 is video talking about the Wiley Fox Swift. Once again, that's what's been ordered, and the laptop from 2008 is down there. It's a HP. It does show off. After that, counting how many CDs I own. That is a ridiculous thing, but I counted it. I think it was 470. After that, the podcast is cancelled for now, and the frame of my new bed, frame up here, and it's sort of not cancelled. This was very last minute, being able to record this. After that, this laptop from 2008 has a touchscreen. Oh my god, I'm laughing because the thumbnail is me pointing at a laptop. Problem is, that's not actually the said laptop. I need to change that because that's a bit awkward. After that, preview of hopefully tomorrow's video, and the podcast slot might move, where it's basically talk about the Wiley Fox Swift once again. And after that, installing Linux on a phone, Linux Mobile Adventures episode 1. Where I get Linux on this Wiley Fox Swift. And oh yes, you are absolutely correct if you think this is going to be a long video. There's going to be a long description of things about this Linux phone. Because oh my god, it's fun. Well, it's fun to an extent. The funness has kind of worn off, unfortunately. I think once I work out more things to do, it will be fun again. But yeah, it's a bit unfun right now because of the lack of stuff and me actually properly trying to use it as my main phone. Okay, so let's sort of discuss. So here's the home screen currently. It's slightly broken. Well, I mean, okay, I should probably mention, so I'm using Postmarket OS on my Wiley Fox Swift. I'm using Plasma Mobile as the shell. And what else? Yeah. So I think it's quite fun. I've not actually yet recorded this, but I've actually managed to get Discover working. I basically broke Discover somehow, and basically the solution was just uninstall, basically just reinstall. That was how I fixed it. What else? Yeah, so I've now got Discover working. Hopefully, I don't have search working, but the homepage is working. It's just, yeah, it is working. It's just what I wanted. I wanted to see if there was like a Wikipedia client. Doesn't appear to be. What if I do a mind test? I honestly run out of like game ideas. So you've got mind test, mind clone. That's probably what I'd want. I mean, it's mind clone, which is like a mod to be like Minecraft. I know that. But yeah, I'll install that. So hopefully I have a game. Mind test common. That's probably also what I want. Oh wait, no, that's already installed apparently. But well, I installed it now. Reinstalled. Hopefully that means I can now play Mind Test to some extent. Yes, it's now there. Okay. The next problem is Minecraft. I've still not actually done my research on this, so there very well could easily be like an easy solution, but I don't know what it is. So yeah, so I need to do research on that. Firefox doesn't really work. It's like a bunch of flickering issues and stuff, so I can't really use that. So I have to use Angelfish. I was initially using Tuber as the client, but I found about Tokadon, and it's like a QT instead of G2K, like Tuber's G2K. Also, one cool thing is it has scaling. The UI has scaling. Well, I mean, if you think about it, you shouldn't really be surprised. Don't forget, this is pretty much desktop Linux squeezed on a phone. So by default, it uses scaling. I've gone into the wrong thing. Yeah, so by default, it uses scaling. It's using Wayland. But yeah, it uses scaling. By default, I think it was 225. But currently, I've got it set to 150. And I'd say it's relatively small. Like, I'd say it's pretty good enough apart from some maps. Scaling correctly. I like this configuration, whatever I've set it to, but problem is problem. I think I've got that plasma can go below 100%. I went down and it went to 75%. The problem is when you do that, it renders stuff at the like a higher resolution than the actual screen. That's how it does it. So if you were like playing games, you get like worse performance essentially. Yeah. So I'm keeping it at 150, but that very well could change. I'd say it's relatively stable. I feel like it's gotten a lot more stable. The more I've used it, basically. Shall I go into a full screen so I don't even need to bother with the thing because it's not actually contributing the window. So, yeah. So I've got a Matrix client up and running. Yeah. I've got I've got like every chat app that I use, like a client for each thing. Although the Signal one, Flare, seemed to be broken. Also, it's not very mobile friendly. Oh, okay, it's actually letting me do things. Hang on. Um, yeah, it's got a scan. It's got a QR scan, which isn't necessarily convenient, especially when it's supposed to be like the only thing you got. But Signal. Um, yeah, I don't even use Signal. It wants me to update to send and receive messages, which is ridiculous. Let's be real. Uh, they really are like proper annoying with updates. I guess I know they really don't like older versions of iOS, but the thing is they've probably not even jumped like the system, like the Android requirements. Um, which is just ridiculous. Okay, and it just crashed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Signal. Okay, no, it's working. Yes, and it's yes, link. It's now just saying, um, yeah, it's not very oh, what's the word? Yeah, it's now saying network error. Before it's saying um, device not found. Why can't you just like put your phone number and get to a FA and then I don't know. Yeah, I don't actually use Signal, and if I'm being honest, Signal doesn't look good. It just seems sort of the least worst out of like the messaging apps that like use your phone number and stuff. I say least worst. You could argue actually Telegram, but Telegram have been a bit dodgy. Um, so I don't know about that. Yeah. Um, don't have much else to see. Well, I do. Yeah. So continuing on, I guess. I do really like. I find it weird that the Plasma mobile um has the uh by default doesn't use the Android Lite layout. There's like two layouts. There's one that's Android Lite and then one that's sort of like a list thing. That's really weird. I've got the Android like it sort of buried down. You have to like hold down on the screen and then you go. I don't know, but yeah. Also, you can add like widgets like Android. It's basically trying to be like Android. I mean, I did call it an Android like layout for a reason. Um, yeah, so you got like widgets, so analog clock, Bluetooth, calendar, digital clock, display configuration, input method, play, K clock, 1x2, media player, uh, add search. So yeah, there's all of those. Um, what else? Um, what else is there to talk about? The Plasma Tube app, which is like YouTube, it keeps on complaining about too many requests, so you probably want to get something else up and running on there. But yeah, got Discoverer. Yeah, it's unfortunate that it's unfortunate that Plasma Tube's not working, because it's plasma, it's designed for plasma. It's nice having apps that look native to the system. I don't really want like G2K apps on here, because this is a plasma GT system, basically. That's what I want. I don't know if Plasma Tube would work on there very well. Trying to think. What else is there to say? I think for a mobile experience, I mean, it's definitely not feature complete. Like, internet's a bit of a fiddle. It sort of disconnects me on mobile data, and then on I've got each time I disconnect from the Wi-Fi, so that includes like shutting the phone down. I have to manually reconnect in sense. I don't have to put in the password, but I have to go in settings, Wi-Fi, and then tap the Wi-Fi that I'd be on. That's not very convenient. It should do that automatically. But honestly, Telegram desktop is a bit annoying, because when I try and log in, it kicks me out each time I close it. So there's not really much point to it. At that point, you probably want to use like the web app. Although Telegram's like, I don't know what Telegram uses for the desktop app, because I don't think it's actually Electron, which is nice, but I don't know what it is. Yeah. I've got GNOME 24. I've got megapixels and camera. The camera does not appear to work, unfortunately. I've even got OBS Studio on here, but unfortunately it is unable to initialize graphics, initialize video, so you can't actually do stuff on here. I'm trying to think, isn't there like an x86-64 emulation thing that I could use to get like apps like desktop apps running? Like I could get like Steam. That probably wouldn't work very well because of performance. That's pretty way out there. But just stuff like that. I remember seeing there was like I think I remember having looked at this, and there was like two options. I can't really remember the names. Wasn't like one of them called like Box 64? Am I using my mind? I think there was something like that. I don't know if it's like packaged. It doesn't. If that is the name, it does not appear to be packaged. Yeah. Maybe there's like a page on the Postmarket OS wiki. Postmarketos.org, and then the wiki. Let's see. Do I don't know. Also, on here, on the Post Market Wiki, there's like a thing like about potential apps. The problem is, of the 2048, the GNOME 2048, was that's on the oh my god, what's it called? The repo. Not sure about the others. Oh wait, it shows which ones are on the repo and which ones aren't. I'm pretty sure Index FM is on there because I mean I've got it on my phone. I don't know about the others. Um, yeah, yeah. Um, Oxide Web Engine. What's the Oxide? Oxide Web Engine. Um. Oh, so it's Chromium based. I think. Unless there's something else I'm missing. Oh, it's been archived. Oh wait, no, it's been moved. That's why. It's on GitHub and now it's on GitLab. Fair enough. Yeah, it uses. Oh, okay. It uses Qt Web Engine, which is a Chromium, and Lomri UI components. Lomri's the Unity Ubuntu Touch UI thing, I believe. Blah 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 blah. Docker blah 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 blah. Yeah. osgameclones.com. What on earth is this? Open source game clones. Okay. Choose the Doom. That's that. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of things. But yeah. Trying to think of other things. So yeah. So I think apparently like Ubuntu Touch is sort of better in terms of I think well, from my impressions, I think Ubuntu Touch is like much better support, but the like as in for like the devices, so I'm saying like the 20 or no, I don't know how many devices. I think like actually I think it's about 20 devices that they can recommend have almost perfect functionality, whilst with post-market OS, it's like two that are properly supported, and then like two actual devices that aren't VMs, and then you've got about 20 really good devices, although they still have problems, and then like blah 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 blah. Wait, does the S3? What's the S3 support like? Oh no. IMU. What's IMU? I don't know. Audio's partially working, Bluetooth's partially working, GPS mobile data. Yeah, so you can't use an S3 as your main phone. It's got it's 32-bit. It's V7 as well. You've got to consider that. Why is like some of the AI ARch 64 capitalised and some aren't? Same applies with ARM V7. Some of them are capitalised, some of them aren't. I don't get that. Oh, isn't like OnePlus 6T really well supported? Yes, although it seems like my Wiley Fox Swift might actually be better supported than the OnePlus 6T or the 6. There's also the 6 as well. Um, mm, um, trying to think. I don't really have much else to say if I'm being honest. Sorry to disappoint, but my mind's gone blank. I've got a bank card. I don't know if it works because I've only just sort of found out about the pin. Yeah, I kind of forgot the pin and I wasn't home, so I couldn't find it. But now I know the pin, so theoretically I'll be able to use it. I can't use the app right now because I might have potentially put the wrong phone number, because I don't seem to be receiving like 2FA SMS messages from the bank, and so on. I guess that's going to be it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and goodbye.